Hello everyone, it is National Network here, and welcome to another Real Racing 3 video. This video is going to be a little bit different, as I'm going to be showing off the mere 34 cars that I have within my garage, starting with the 2 motorsport cars that I have. So here's the Formula 1 Academy car, and we'll just be taking a look at, hold on, I'm trying to move the screen recorder button so I can, alright, that's better. I'm going to be taking a look at all my custom schemes. So this is, of course, like the first car you get. And maybe I overdid it a little bit with the decals. You see, I put some on the back. All over basically anywhere I could slap them. I have a few of the St. Patrick's Day decals on here. I did that with like every car I could at the time. Now I've removed most of them. And from this angle, that horseshoe looks really bad. But this is my Formula 1 Academy car. Not too much to say here. I think it looks okay, pretty clean. I might redo it eventually. There are definitely some mistakes. It could definitely be better, but I think it's pretty solid. Okay, now we'll go back. And then my other one, ignore those stats right now. If you saw my last video, or hopefully last video as of doing this, maybe I'll upload these out of order. But I was using this car. I bought it today, and today being March 30th when I'm recording this, but I bought this 2023 F1 Ferrari, so of course, just the default liveries. You can't do anything else with it. Of course, nothing different about it, these just change the number. So there you go. Oh, actually, I noticed something else. This top part right here, watch, changes to yellow. Okay, I didn't notice that before, but yeah, there's nothing much there. Just only a lot of upgrades away from being done. It's currently servicing. More interesting part is my road garage. Starting with the Nissan Silvia S15, which I have turned into a Denny Hamlin car, using a diecast to create this throwback scheme that he ran a few years ago. My first NASCAR scheme, besides the Carl Long one that you'll see later, but the first one I did based off a diecast. I think it's fairly clean. You know, it has a few issues. I don't really like how it looks completely on the roof or under the spoiler. But overall, a fairly clean car. You know, I think I got most of the important details down. The hood decals look kind of off, but I mean, from a distance, you're not really going to notice that. But overall, I think I did this one pretty well. So that is the Nissan Silvia. Ford Focus RS. I actually just redesigned this car last night. This is a custom paint scheme. Not too much to say here, just like an orange car with some decals. I even put a rookie stripe on it, because why not? It's one of the cars you can buy pretty early in your journey in this game, so why not slap a rookie stripe on it? So here's the Dodge Challenger RT, which I've used in 2 videos with this paint scheme. Austin Cindric Xfinity car from, I believe, 2020 or 2021. I might just remove that decal from the custom Xfinity logo because it really kind of throws it off. But overall, this one's also really clean. It's simple, but it's kind of one of my favorites that I've done. This back stripe looks kind of off a little bit, but overall, I'm proud of this car. The hood logo isn't centered. I might have to fix that as well. But still, overall, I think it looks pretty good. The shadow on the numbers, of course, it's a pretty clean car. And yeah, that's that one. Here's the BMW Series M Coupe, one I haven't redesigned in a while. That's because I kind of always like the gradient I managed to get with it. The red, the orange, and the yellow with the different pattern vinyls that I put on it. You know, just like a pretty basic car, different patterns, warm colors, a few other sponsor decals and such. Not very much to say about that one. I might redesign it eventually. But yeah, here's my next one, the Lexus IS 350 F Sport 2014, based off Kyle Weatherman's car from 2020. Again, couldn't really get a lot of the details correct on that one, especially since on the original car, you know, the hood decal was just an all white American flag, but you know, I can't do that with this, so I just put the default American flag on it. kind of able to get the side mostly accurate, and when I can't really accommodate, I don't have enough space, to spell out sponsors, I use these X's. It really still helps fill in the space. Not my favorite custom I made because it kind of looks a little messy, but fairly clean and a fairly solid car. This car, on the other hand, does not have a very good PR. It's not a very good car overall. The Hyundai Veloster Turbo. Another car I redesigned not once but twice last night. This is the design I have right now. I actually really like the way these colors look together. The dark blue and then like the pink and the purple. I do really like this color scheme. No sponsors, just the X's across the side. And, this kind of like splash look on the front. I do kind of like this. I don't even think I was like fully done with it, but I think I'm going to leave it like this. I do like how it turned out. Now this next car is the Nissan 350Z Z33. Another one that I redesigned like a few weeks ago, and I might redesign again because this car is not that great. It's got like a dark red. It's got the splash on the front with the Flag Racing Shocks logo. And then the Master logo on the side of the 08 and the horseshoe with the road on it. And then this roof decal, which when you are on board, when you're like in a race, if you look back, it just looks like you just see 80. So, that could be probably better, but it's what you're going to get with an 08 car. Okay design. Moving on to the BMW Z4M Coupe. Nothing to see here, because I have not done anything new with this. Originally, my brother he brought me his Danica Patrick diecast and told me to make that. So I colored it that way using squares. And then I just decided not to make it after that. So now we just have this blue car that isn't even an actual paint job, rather just made with vinyls. Nissan 370Z Z34, another car that I made into a new custom last night. I do really like this color scheme as well, although I do think like these spray paint circles look kind of off. I might remove those in the future, but again, this is just an unsponsored race car with just decals, no sponsored ones though. So we have this 8 with the red and then the white over top of it, which I really think makes it kind of pop. We have this big decal on the hood, some more all across, like the splatter across the back. Fairly clean car, just kind of this red spots with the spray paint kind of look are throwing me off a bit, but pretty solid. And then we have the Hyundai i20 WRC, so this World Rally Championship car. This is just one of the schemes that come with it. This car is really expensive to upgrade, so I've had this car for a while, but I'm still 11 upgrades shy of having it fully upgraded. I doubt I'll ever have it fully upgraded anytime soon. Nissan Skyline GT-R V-Spec R34. First exclusive car I got, and I based it off of the classic Dale Jr. number 8. Except the pattern's missing. I could probably find a way to put that on it. Yeah, the Ritz logo. What's thrown me off is the way it mirrored. It looks, for some reason, it just looks too slanted on this side, and that's what I don't like. But I do like how the logo on the hood turned out. Really clean. I like how the shadow worked, and overall fairly clean car besides that number issue. Dodge Charger RT. This is the Carl Long car I mentioned. This was the only NASCAR car I've made that wasn't used doesn't have diecast inspiration, and I didn't try to spell out anything that was on it, rather just slap sponsor decals on it instead of trying to recreate that. So this is probably not one of my favorites. The one thing I do like about this is that I went and put Goodyear over both of the tires, although it looks really off on this side. I really need to fix that. Not much to say here. Just a Carl Long car. Even put Long on the roof. Dodge Charger SRT8 based off an Austin Dillon throwback scheme to Dale Earnhardt Sr. This one I do really like. The silver with the gray. Of course, I used the X's. Put some little sponsor decals in place of the ones that were on the car. I slapped an American flag on the back because why not? It's really hard to squeeze them and make them look good over the door. And then the hood, I think I did really well in recreating that logo. C15 and the American Ethanol. Overall, a fairly clean car that I am pretty proud of making. Then this one is one upgrade shy of being fully upgraded. This is the Lexus ISF 2013. The top speed of 230. This is has a higher top speed than my F1 exhibition car. But yeah, at the moment, it's just one of the Easter special paint colors, the dark chocolate, and then this St. Patrick's Day sticker slapped on it in yellow, because why not? Alright. The Dodge Viper SRT 10 Coupe. I don't know why this car's so fast. Like, I'm still 5 upgrades shy of it being done, and it already has a top speed of 209. That looks really off. I don't know. This was just my moment of, let's get a St. Patrick's Day sticker on every single car before they're gone. But, yeah, that's that car. Nissan GTR Premium R35, however, is a car that I am pretty proud of. It's a Joey Logano throwback from, I believe, 2021. I think it's pretty clean. You know, I captured that, the way they did the door on it, pretty well. You know, have all the white in the proper places to the best of my ability, the Pennzoil logo, and then I used this sticker instead of the Shell logo. This was in place of the Shell logo. Kind of created a Ford logo there. I don't know, the decals on the side look kind of off, but overall, I think it's a fairly clean race car. Probably one of my favorites, but there are some things I can nitpick about it. The BMW Z4 S-Drive 35IS. That's a mouthful. Another custom I made last night, and I really kind of like what I did here. This color scheme, I really like it. The dark blue with then the red and yellow on top. And then on the front, I just overlapped multiple different colors of the paint splatters, and that kind of like really contrasts it. Like back here, you've got this really clean looking race car, and then in the front, it's a complete mess with, you know, all these different colors splashed on top of each other, but you can still see them all. So I really like what I did with this car, honestly. Not too bad. Then here's the Chevrolet Cobalt SS, which originally I had as a William Byron Raptor car. That looked really bad. So yesterday, I replaced it with an Alex Bowman throwback scheme, and honestly, I really like how it turned out. I reached the max amount of decals, so, you know, it's not perfect. There's still that white spot under the spoiler. But overall, I really like it. You know, it took some creativity to get the Valvoline logo, and it still looks off. It's still not perfect. But, I mean, I did what I could with it. It's an actual Chevrolet, so, you know, it matches the manufacturer. The numbers right here look a little off compared to this side. That's an issue, but you know, overall, a fairly clean race car. I also really like kind of how I was able to get the 8s on the roof with the multiple colors behind the red 8s. The Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 2013. Once this is fully upgraded, I'll definitely be able to do something good with it, because it's literally a Camaro, what kind of looked like literally what they race in NASCAR. So I could really get something more accurate. But for now, I have one of the officials, and I dropped my phone. I have one of the official paint schemes. It's Mountain Dew number 27. Fairly clean car they have it for you to use, and that is what I have for now till it's fully upgraded. BMW M3 Coupe. This is a Brad Keselowski scheme from, I think, 2018. I don't know. It's not the greatest, but the colors, they're okay. The hood logo doesn't look perfect, to say the least. Probably because of like the bump on the hood that you can't really see when it's painted white. You can see it from this angle. You can see the curve on the hood. Still a fairly clean car that I did. And then here's the Audi TT RS Coupe 2012. Christopher Bell's 2022 or in 2023, 2024 now, I guess, too. He still runs the scheme. But the Yahoo paint scheme, you know, I do really kind of like how this turned out. Like, you can tell what it is. So just this hood logo, you can see it's the Yahoo logo. The only thing I don't like is how these vinyls have an outline on them. It's an unfortunate thing that happens sometimes. The circle is in place of the Rheem logo. You know, I put Yahoo across the sides. And then where it said Toyota on the original car, I spelled out the manufacturer on this car instead, although it's a little uneven. And I mirrored that red square, since that was originally a Toyota logo. But that's another one of my favorites I've done. The Mazda MX-5 NA, definitely not one of my favorite cars. Really slow car, bad PR, and expensive to upgrade. So I've had this car for a while. It's not fully upgraded, but I did buy a yellow paint scheme for this. So it kind of stands out among the field, because the default ones are like red and blue and white. So this yellow definitely stands out, especially if I was like to put it on replay mode. You know, this car would stand out. And then I slapped some St. Patrick's Day stickers on them when those were available. This is the Dodge Viper SRT10 ACRX. Not even halfway done upgrading this. This is just default scheme for it. Solid car. I do kind of like the overall look of it, like the interior as well. Like the window net on it is nice, and your in car. I don't know. Porsche 911 Turbo 2009. This car is currently not very good looking. White chocolate paint scheme from the Easter collection of paint schemes, and then St. Patrick's Day sticker on it. Still not done fully upgrading this car. This car has a lot of total upgrades, so right now it's just that. Here's the Ford Shelby GT500, another car that I'm still 10 upgrades shy on. So right now I just put this scheme on it. Solid car. We'll probably be able to do some cool stuff with it when it's fully upgraded. This is a car I really don't like. The Porsche 911 Targa 1974. Awful car overall. 4.5 PR right now. And it's only in one series, and you literally only need it for like a singular tier and a time trial. So not much to see here. Just put the milk chocolate paint scheme on it, and then some St. Patrick's Day stickers, of course. Hardly never gonna need this car really. It's just there. BMW Z4 M40i. I think that's what that is. Currently has the 11th birthday of Real Racing 3 paint scheme on it because, yeah, it's a clean look. What I had on it before was just not that great, but now we have this from doing the time trial. Dodge Challenger SRT 8, only halfway done upgrading this car. I'll be able to do some cool stuff with this when it's done. Kind of throws me off. It's like, look at the seats on the inside. Those go more with my Shelby than this car, but oh well. It'll be something eventually. The Ariel Atom 3.5. Basically, this car is a cage. And I it's not fully upgraded, but I did just kind of goofy with it. I used the default shapes to make this neon green color. I put a chocolate paint scheme on it to give it these wheel cover things, and then I made like this bird face on it because there are these black parts that are there. So I put white around it, put more black circles over top, I think, and then I have this big yellow triangle there. So yeah, that's that car. The Porsche 911 Carrera 2 Speedster 1993, another not so great race car. It's pretty slow usually. I've upgraded it a little. Right now it just has a dark chocolate paint scheme with a St. Patrick's Day sticker on it. Again, nothing special. Almost at the end here. Here's one of my favorites that I've made. BMW M3 GTS with the 2022 Josh Bilicki paint scheme on it. Tried to make this one as accurate as I really could. So we have the Ziegler Auto Group's logo across the hood that I spelled out. 77 with the yellow outline. The X's to replace Ziegler on the side, this little logo down there, then more stuff to replace things on the back. Overall, a really clean car. The way this is cut off is intentional, although just to make it look cleaner, I might make it just run all the way through. That's that car, one of my favorites. And here's the last car, the most recent one I bought from Road Collection, the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Long way from having this fully upgraded, so right now it just has this default scheme on it. Nothing much there. But yeah, it took almost 20 minutes to go through 32 cars, so I don't even want 34 cars. So I don't even want to know what this video is going to look like in the future when I do a follow-up and I do this again and I've made even more. But yeah, another 20-minute video, so multiple 20-minute videos in a row. So yeah, if you enjoyed that and you liked what you saw, especially leave your thoughts on my customs, especially the NASCAR ones. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.